Kate is a wonderful character who is a little bit lost in life. She's kind of, she hasn't found herself. So she's bumbling around in London, not really knowing what she wants to do. She works in a Christmas shop run by the very colorful Michelle Yeoh, Santa. And she is occupied pretty much the whole time on her phone. She leads a very, very strange sort of life. And she comes across a character by the name of Tom, who is almost the opposite. He tends not to be enthralled on Facebook or the internet, and he's out there in the open. He's walking around, and he's trying to get her to kind of come out of her shell and be the person that he really sees her to be. And so they go on a few adventures around London, and she blossoms. He lives in his own little world where he's not sort of locked in and anchored by something that fits in the palm of your hand, that's connected to the rest of the world. He's very present. And the most joyous thing that he finds doing is just walking around London, just looking up, looking at the architecture, looking at the history, and he tries to share that with as many people as possible. So he's like this breath of fresh air. She has this spark to her that is, you see it in her eyes, and it's just wonderful to be able to play out these beautiful scenes. They're funny, they're heartfelt, they're moving, and we get to share this wonderful little journey of Kate and Tom's together. I could not ask for a better human to share that with. It was just wonderful being in London. I had lived in London 10 years ago over in the East End, so to explore sort of this way, it was really magical. You almost sort of pinch yourself, just like, am I really in the middle of like Leicester Square, riding my bicycle, filming Piccadilly Circus, and around Covent Garden? It really is a postcard to how beautiful London is. Christmas in London is magical. I mean, it really, people go all out, and there is a festive spirit. It's weird to say, some places, there's Christmas, but you don't have that festive spirit. And Paul, John Schwartzman, Emma, they've all been able to encapsulate the best parts of Christmas and kind of splattered it onto this canvas, which is our little movie. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. Santa is thoroughly annoyed at how lackadaisical and useless her little elf is, but she does love her. You can see that there's like this almost a motherly bond with her. Like, whatever happens, she's always gonna like, fine, you're unfired, or fine, you can still work for us. And I think it's vice versa. Kate sees Santa as somewhat of her only friend in a weird way, someone to kind of semi-confide in. So Michelle and Emilia play that wonderfully. This film has so much heart in it, and there's such a beautiful story. There's a joyful kind of real love to it. And you match that with Emma Thompson's sort of experience, George Michael's beautiful music, Emilia's amazing acting, my little bit in it. There's so many moving parts to this, but Paul is the one who orchestrates everything. It puts it all together, and it's just like, right, how do we make this the best film that we possibly can? And he has this amazing sense of humor that he brings to his movies, and that has definitely translated to Last Christmas.